Hello everyone, welcome back to Acolyte of the Altar. I have returned to continue exploring the Fabled card update. These are variants of cards that already exist in the game, and you unlock them by playing through the game. So I thought I'd stretch my experience a little bit and play a deck I am not too familiar with, or attempt to anyway. And because we're playing as Ravagers once again, we may see some of these cards that we have unlocked. But before that, you may notice the music is almost non-existent. I've come across a very funny bug that I have no idea how to fix. This game does have music. It's pretty good. Very appropriate for the setting, if I must say. And whenever you leave the menu, it goes down. And then as you play the game, go through the UI, this will just eventually go down to 0. So there is no music. Very sad. Big sad. So I'm going to borrow a trick from my fellow streamers across the internet aisle. It is very common on Twitch to play video game background music whenever you're doing something. And I have chosen one of the greatest video game OSTs in recent memory. That of Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Night. Hopefully this doesn't get me in trouble. Ender Lilies. By the way, its sequel is coming out. It has an official 1.0 release on January 22nd, 2025. Ender Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist, and I will be playing it. I will be there. But enough about Ender Lilies. It is time today. Thankfully, at least the game music is still working for interactions, otherwise that'd be really weird. We'll be playing, once again, as the Ravagers, the red deck for our greater patron. Starts with a 2/2 Vent Crawler. That doesn't seem significant, but it makes such a huge deal. Now, the reason we'll be playing with the Ravagers as our primary patron is because I want to do a combination of a spell deck. We saw a little bit of synergy of this in the previous run, combining Wildfire and Infestation. And of course, Infestation comes from the green deck, the Sylvans. And they will be our lesser patron. Them being our lesser patron means they are going to be filling our deck with their cards. And if you are going to do a spell deck, or try to do a spell focus deck, I do highly recommend going with the green in any way. Having them as your lesser patron helps out just a little bit more because, of course, that gives you their cards. And they have some pretty good starter cards. We have a 0-mana Ladybug here, which is, that's fine. It's things on the field. But what we're really here for is their spell manipulation. I was really hoping I would have drawn one so I could just showcase it, but they have an ability called Graft. Graft duplicates a card in your hand, and if it's a spell, it duplicates it twice. The music is working, right? I think so. I made it quiet because everything sounds louder on your end than it does on mine. Did I play this and not swing last turn? I might have. We are facing off against the Unchained Why did this fill up already? The Unchained Earthcover. Hell the Weak, kill all creatures with 2 attack or less. That's everything on the field. Titanic Strike, deal 5 overkill. So this is coming straight at my face, that's why I'm taking 5. And then Heavy Binding will reduce my maximum mana by 1. Exceptionally rude. Now, in an attempt to not take 5, because no one likes taking 5, we're going to drop down a 4/4 Mana Pool Core. And now we're only taking 1. It's so quiet in Dilly's music. Do I dare raise it? I don't know if I do. When I normalize this in editing, it's probably going to pull it up. I hope it does anyway. I've never done this before, so... Okay. What do I want to do here? We can make 2 2/2s. We can make a 4/4. We can make a 5/1 and a 2/2. That sounds like a good idea. That sounds like a great idea. Man, the Interlude soundtrack is so good. There's only one song that I know is like hard copyrighted. And thankfully, in this video I found, it's the last one. And since this video is 2.5 hours long, well, let's just say I hope I'm done by then. We're going to spawn a 5/5 because I'm not going to fall for this trick again. Unchained Earthcarver. this guy's attack is going to decay to 2, then he'll die to Call the Weak, and then Titanic Strike will attack the next thing, which normally would be my face, but thankfully the Mana Pool Koi is here to tank it all. Downside, I have no units on the board. And there's a new Titanic Strike. Life is suffering. So if I play the Tiny Disciple first, I take 3. I'm really not into that. Let's just take a... plop that down. An honorable sack. Where is Graft? Oh, of course, last card of my deck. Why wouldn't it be? Why would it not be? So Graft, it will duplicate a card in hand. Create a base copy of a card in hand. If it is a spell, create an additional base copy. We're doing this in Hibernation, because a Hibernation is going to spawn a bear, because we have nothing left to draw in our deck. If it's a spell, you spawn a bear. Okay, I thought it was if it was a minion for some reason. Now, the keen amongst you may have already noticed a problem. Call the Weak is about to happen. And if I can't kill him right now, we lose. 6? We did it. Right? 6? Yeah. Barely. Holy crap, that's cutting it close. Almost perfect lethal. It was basically perfect lethal. My goodness gracious. What the heck? Oh, that's a good touch. Look, there's already a patch between the last episode and now. So, the way you unlock the Fabled cards, probably should explain this earlier, if you did not see my last episode, is you pick the card up during a run, and at the end of the run, I don't think you have to win, but I'm not sure. You unlock the Fabled variant. And I think that's... we could do a seasonal card. But I mean, stunning enemy ability is very powerful. We can graft this. Stun completely resets the cooldown of ability. It also applies sap, which causes ability to skip a 6 turn. I think I'm going to take this. Not only because it would let me give me an unlock, which is kind of why we're here. Kind of, sort of. This looks familiar as well. The Sylvans, if they are your greater patron, by the way, they reduce the burden cost of these relics by 1. I think we will take the Founder's Memorial again. It's really interesting that with the Ravagers as our greater patron here, there is a unit to benefit from this on the left side. Otherwise, there would not be. Just, you know, pointing that out. It's just health, though, right? Get +0, +1. Yeah. Oh, no, I have to count! I wasn't paying attention. It's the Gilded Grifter. Son of a biscuit. Which one of these is not... I know the Graft was in my hands. I know this is in my hand. This is one. Oh, holy crap. Okay, so this is the Grifter's game. The Grifter shows you up to 4 cards. Which one did not come from your hand? Choose correctly. Add the card to your hand. Choose incorrectly. Take 4 damage right to the face. So I'm glad I chose correctly. This happens every turn, so let's take note of our hand. It is Graft, Mana Pool Koi, and Tiny Disciple. Graft, Mana Pool Koi, and Tiny Disciple. Oh yeah, we're also being poked, and there's this happening, and this happening, and this happening. Trap. Perfecto. Alright, so we have worked the crowd. What is this? Prodding target you directly. Could it not? I could stun it next turn, but not this turn. I might... Am I grafting Bear Trap? I think I am. Okay. So we're taking 2 this turn, and there's literally 0 I can do about that. You hate to see it. Bear Trap, Mana Pool Koi, Tiny Disciple. Trap, Disciple, Koi. Fusion, Instinct, Knife. Trap, Disciple, Koi. Trap, Disciple, Koi. Nailed it. Okay. I don't know why actually I duped this. I didn't need to. Nailed it. You'll love to see it. Ooh. So I have the Vein Drainer. Lose 1 life. Play me excuse me, play, grant me attack equal to the number of other creatures you have. This is for flooding the board. This is not my game plan, by the way. We got this from the Ashes last time. The cannon fodder... I might reroll this, actually. Because I don't want to do a... Last time we did a minion-oriented deck with the red-blue deck. I want to do a spell-oriented deck with the red-green deck. And there are a few very important cards for this. Well, that is a spell. This wasn't what I had in mind. But I'll take it. Ooh, we're getting to the boss music. Dice game Trixie Hunter. We'll do the Trixie Hunter. Maybe she can on the dice game. Still as stone, still as stone. The man mutters, holding a spear close to his chest. Before him graze a group of small fuzzy creatures and the much larger mother. Soup of bones, soup of bones, he says. He raises his spear and begins to charge. Which do you help him hunt? So we can hunt the little creature to restore 5 life right now, or we can hunt the mother to claim the Filling Feast consumable card and lose between 2 to 8 life. We're going to hunt the mother. Please don't be 8. 4. I'll take it. We got right in the middle. Actually, I think 5 would be right in the middle. So this is the Filling Feast card. I highly recommend obtaining this every possible opportunity that you can. Highly recommended. It is a great card and is one of the only ways to stave off being chipped down to death. I'm not gonna lie, the Ender Lily soundtrack is making me a little emotional. This is the Sickly Serpent Skin. This guy has ended my runs before. He is, for better or worse, a gimmick fight. I know everyone has their own feelings about gimmick fights. I myself have relatively strong feelings about it. He is going to bite the crab, but the reason why he's a gimmick fight is because of Snake Blood, which is opening right now. Restore 2 life for every time I have been damaged in battle. If this number has reached 16, I will die instead of healing. So there are 2 ways to kill this boss. 1, kill the boss. Are you surprised? Killing the boss is usually a good idea. The other method is to hit him 16 times, get this to trigger, and he'll instantly fall over. Now, normally, I don't know if that would work here, but because I have Graft and Hibernation, maybe I'll just hibernate now. Okay, we drew a spell, so we drew another one. I guess we'll try obeying the gimmick. I have never actually killed him. I always rely on the snake's blood. And it looks like this is going to be another snake blood time. Backbite is open up, meaning the rightmost character will now be attacked. We could stun it, but I don't feel the need to. I think I'll just Maniple Koi. We might be able to get away with actually killing him with Eruptor Shot here. I graft Eruptor Shot for 2 of them. Might be the play. There. Nope, full draw. Cool. I think I'm going to get beetles out of this thing. And we are indeed going to kill him through the snake bloods again. We have exact lethal. You'll love to see it. GG no re. Just in time for swipe to open. We're bing chillin'. Farewell. Any medicine. What is the difference between medicine and poison? The dosage. That is it. My oh my. Lots of cards here. No Infest. No Wildfire. Full-on opera in the background. Love to see it. Love to hear it. Love to be it. We do have the Caltrops. I've never actually used this card before. I feel like this is not a great card, TBH. Here we go. So I think I'll take the Swarm. Man, Swarm them is better with, what are the benefits of this? We can graft it. We can tree it if we can find the win con. Do I just hard search? No, we'll take Swarm then. We'll give it a shot. It is a spell at the end of the day. And that's kind of the game plan. If we can find the tree, that's going to be hella spicy. Creatures played while you have 7 or more max mana summon a 1/1 on death. When you attack with 4 or more creatures, give them 1/1 this round. We can take the golden cap, I suppose. I'm not care. Well, Shears and Thread actually synergizes really well with the cannon fodder. I'll take it. We might actually... Wait a minute. Can I use this on the Memorial Founder? The Founder's Memorial? Ah, the Hydrazoan Hive Mind. We meet again. A little soda. So the Hive Mind is kind of an RNG fiesta. And the reason why I say that is because of the way that his jellyfish work. Every turn he's going to summon a random jellyfish as a new ability to fill in these vacant slots. The first one he has spawned is the Hungry Jelly. Deal 1, if it kills a creature, I gain 3 life. This actually is exceptionally good for us because we are constantly gaining life on the crab, so it will never die to this alone. You can notice that it is taking a bit of damage right now, and that is because... Do I even want this guy? This guy feels like a liability. Really depends on what happens, though. That is because if you do not attack with a creature that can attack, it will instead go to this 6 health thing. Now, the last time I fought him was actually the first time I have really fought him since the rework, and I don't really see a point in killing these because I think there's a stipulation here. Creatures that could have attacked, but did not, deal their damage to the oldest jellyfish and take damage equal to its remaining counters. So if I hit this for 2, it will kill my board. You know, if these guys hit him, this will hit back for 6, and that kills the board. So. I don't think I want the Ladybug. It depends what other jellyfish are spawning, but yeah, see? Now we're buffing the Memorial. Now we're talking. Synergy. It was just for this turn, though, but that's okay. The Long Arm Jelly, what are we working with? Counterattack, deal 2. If this kills a creature, deal 2 to another creature. That is a problem. How much of a problem? That's a great question. I just hear this piano going insane and while I'm sitting here debating my turn. Do we full swing? If we full swing, we'll gain +1 health here, but then this will still kill it. If we don't full swing, we don't get the buff. Alright, that's fine. The attack will go through first, so this is me being greedy. Naturally. So you have 2, 2, and then the 1 will go to the crab. That's fine. We could spawn a ladybug. I don't think I need to, though. Actually, hold on. If I spawn this ladybug, I get the 1/1 buff. Fine. Do it. Let it be done. You tried. You tried so hard. What happens if I stun this, actually? I don't think I know. I definitely don't like... Actually, I don't care about that. Actually, don't stun that. Stun... Let's see how this works, shall we? I'm going to stun the Long Arm Jelly. So this should prevent it from doing anything this turn. But it might not. Let's see. It did! Nice! All according to Keikaku. Beautiful. The Angry Jelly. Deal 2. This, of course, is targeting our leftmost minion. Okay, this is fine. Do I just start throwing spells at it? Yes. I did want to be a spell deck, after all. It's what I always dreamed of being when I grew up, you see. I always wanted to be a spell deck. I wonder if I can go into the negative. And down, down, we both go. The crab lives so much longer than I expected. Alrighty. When you sap an enemy ability, draw a card. See, that's such a weird and specific combo. Now, the Monarch Butterfly. This is a choice. Monarch Butterfly is an Overlord. Grant me +1/+1 and summon a Lord Bug. So this got buffed, actually. The Overlord used to be just summon a Lord Bug. Interesting. But Overlord means it doesn't attack. It means it just chills on the back line. And it's 9 mana. This is an end game. An end game winner. So I'm going to reroll here. I'm going to do it again. Oh, the enchanting. Can I make Pass Down the Crown work? I've never actually done this. So Pass Down the Crown is a seasonal card. This is a unique thing of the green Sylvans. And it's based entirely on when they were played during your turn. So spring is if this card was played first. If we play this card first, we get a Lone Ladybug. That is a first in the turn. So this is a 3 mana 1/2. Not great. If we play it second, we get a Lord's Bug, which is better. And if we play it third or later, it becomes a Monarch Butterfly, the 9 mana unit we just saw. So if we can play some super El Cheapo units, we can probably get out a cheaper Monarch. Like our Lone Ladybugs are 0, so we can go like 0/0 pop. But I wanted to do Infestation, and the Enchanting Egg Carrier, this is a win con right here. I used this in my my mono green deck, so I do feel a little bad about repeating it. Bro, chill. So loud. It's unnecessary. Alright, what are we working with here? The Yearning Woods. All of your abilities are open. This is weird and I don't like it. Decreases by 1 every other turn. Start of turn, if stomach content is 10 or more, it bursts and I die. If stomach content is 0, I starve and I die. Okay. Swallow. Deal 1. If this kills a creature, I gain 3 life and increase stomach contents by 1. So he'll do this twice, which is why this is dying. The Hanger Tantrum. If stomach content is less than 3, deal 6 overkill. So this will not be in effect. And the Knuckle Break. Deal 2 to all counterattackers. I see. Ah. I remember this boss now. This guy's a very weird minigame between keeping him satiated and trying to kill him. Now, we can actually go through the Hanger Tantrum. And the way we can do that is by not playing cards. That seems pretty unintuitive to me. But hear me out. We play 0 cards. Right? We graft Bear Trap. Am I really doing this? I think so. And then we just spam Bear Trap on this thing. This goes down every turn, right? Every other turn, okay. Ironically, that just buys me more time. So we can do nothing. Wait, does this go face? Oh, if this goes face, we can't do nothing. It does go face. Well, Going face isn't good. Spell. Cool. Man, my entire game plan has just been ruined. Oh, we Knuckle Break as well. New plan. New plan. We kill it with spells. That's the new plan. And by spells, I mean the fattest 5/5 you've ever seen. You want to take one? Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. So we can actually kind of try... It's really hard, though, isn't it? We can try and set up the swallows via Knuckle Break. Like, if I can math properly, you know. High demand there. Interesting. I have never done it that way. And I gotta be honest, team. I don't think we're starting today. So this is Infestation. Whenever you infest, you get to pick one of these abilities. Summon a 4/6 Chrysalis Crawler Wind Burst, summon a 3/3 Marrow Maggot with Charge Wind Burst, or deal 6 Wind Burst. It's always 15% of the enemy's max life. I usually always take the Shrapnel Spiders. And because we have infested, we get the Metamorphos, excuse me. Generated for us. It does cost 4. I think normally it costs 2. So it's twice as expensive. But that's how we pop it. Bop it! We can also get a really fat board. We can always Bear Trap and Knuckle Break. If I knew I was going to do this, I'd probably Bear Trap the Enchanter, honestly. Or should be Graft the Enchanter or Graft the Eruptor Shot. So just had fat stacks of glory. In case you were curious, there is another way to trigger infest, and that is to infest something that has been infested. That will cause whatever you put in there to pop. And I didn't know that. I thought it just overrode it. So that's what makes it so powerful. If you can mass infest, you can just literally do percentage-based damage for free for nothing. I think we go in for blood here. We're going to lose a lot of resources here, but I think I'm okay with that. Kerplow. Let's go. Alright. Feast. Fill your bloody mouth. The +1/+1 actually let that guy live. I'd like to see him explode. But there's another way we can make him explode. Kaboom! Voila! See? Spell deck. Spells. I feel like my master volume is also reset. There's an ignition. Oh, hey, here's one of our Fabled cards. This terrifies me. Draw cards till your hand is full. Give cards drawn this way fading so they go away. No, thank you. This, man. Is this enough value? So wildfires deal 2 to 3 damage each turn randomly. Afterwards has a very small chance to spread to another ability. I'm going to take it. Am I? I do have 4 rerolls. And I have a feast in my pocket, so I don't really need to fish for it. Yikes. Oh yeah, another Fabled card. Frontline target creature and granted +1/+1. And it has a Fabled variant. Does this help me in any way? Possibly. We were able to make a lot of usage out of manipulating the board with frontline with the lambs in the previous one. This is a spell. This is a spell. This is a spell. Okay, it could also make the memorial useful. This is not the kind of build I want this on. I don't want to use this. Let's go with the dice game. A group of nomadic acolytes are playing dice. As bets are made, a small pile of golden beetles builds up in the center. A gambler can take the pot, but to do so is to exit the game. Few do, as most value the game more than their wealth. Go for broke. We made 5. I could turn this into a 3-3. Oh, I hate the Maestro. No, it's like the hardest fight in the game. Okay. Son of a biscuit. So this is the Maestro Maev. The Maestro has a parry. This counterattacks deal 1 if this kills a creature, deal 1 as another counterattack. That doesn't sound too bad, does it? Because it's not. Does it sound too bad? Because it's not too bad. The problem comes next. His 2 other abilities have opened up. Piercing Gaze and Soothing Song. The Piercing Gaze is going face. Deal 1 damage directly to my dome. And the Soothing Song, restore 1 life to self. So every single turn, he'll parry the first attack. He will deal 1 to my face and heal 1 to his face. However, Crescendo is about to open up. And that is going to completely change the video game. Sure. Crescendo. Do I spawn a ladybug? This will die. So I guess we do. Crescendo is going to empower all of his abilities by 1 every time it goes off. Which is why I said this guy's about to die. So, this turn, right? This turn, he is going to empower these abilities to 2. So the counterattack will now be 2 damage. The damage to my face will now be 2 damage. And the healing to self will now be 2. Ideally, I would have drawn a bear trap here so I could have stopped this from happening, but things don't work out as you hope. I'm gonna... Nope. I'm gonna frontline this. So do more damage, but I am not, no. I think we've won, though. So at the end of the day, we did lose a bit of health here, but... At the end of the day, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever done. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. Let's see, did we win? We did. Math is hard. I'm just gonna swing it. Boom. Lives at 1, JK. Spell deck. This has been a lot more hybrid than I was expecting, but should I make it even more hybrid? I used the Leviathan last time. Maybe we should do Baphomet this time. Something. I wanted to do a spell deck. This is weird how there's... So Baphomet is kind of like a mid-game card. So in my mind, he kind of falls under the same vein as a Maniple Koi. Because I typically like to play the Maniple Koi at minimum 3 mana, and at, of course, aiming for the 5. Now, we've run into a bit of an unfortunate circumstance. We rolled burdens that were relatively high. I mean, they were kind of medium, but we are now going to be into medium burden, because you can't skip this, so we have to pick one of these. So we will now draw 1 less card on the start of the fight, which can be very problematic. Your unit with 7 or more attack gain Fearless. 10% enemy life as they attack. If they are already Fearless, they gain double the effect. I guess I'll take that. We aren't going to have too many creatures with 7 attack or more, but Baphomet is here, and well... Baphomet has 9. My hand feels so empty. My hand and my life. Oh, this guy. There's no doggo this time to protect. This is the Crumbling Monument. And he is really interesting. because he breaks his own abilities, which is amusing. Oh, that's going to die, unfortunate. Why is it going to die? Because of Sucker Punch. Deals 1 to the leftmost and rightmost enemy. Can hit the same target. I believe this is always... This is only your face if there's no unit on board. So it prioritizes the board. Are we grafting Eruptor Shot? Are we grafting the Enchanting Egg Carrier? Are we waiting? What's this? Dominate 3? Ooh. New plan. Alright, we are going to swing with these two. And by these two, I mean this one. And then we're going to kill him. Rally makes it so we can attack again. 15. That and Fearless. So that triggers the Earth Rage. We break his attack. Cool. Look at that. And now we have Sweeping Strikes, which will deal 2 damage to all creatures. So I think I'm going to take this turn to graft the Eruptor Shot. And we're going to swing again with Baphomet, who's kind of just single-handedly winning this for me. Love you, bud. You're doing great. Mum was always proud of you, Baphomet. Aw, not dead yet. This triggers Obliterate, which I believe is deal 6 with Overkill. Which opens up next turn, which means he's dead next turn. My goodness, Baphomet. Coming in hot with the hard carry, but I still can't give you the kill. We are, after all, a spell deck. We are. I did not mean to pick that. No. I clicked off to check my OBS, and I clicked... I think I discarded it, though. Nope. What was even dumped? Hibernate? Oh. Well, good. Great. For sure what these were. So this is the Prophet of Ruin. Self-fulfilling prophecy. If 5 murderous crows have been killed, destroy Protective Flock and set the Prophet of Ruin's life to 10. There's no way we're getting through his 200 hit points. Protective Flock, summon a murderous crow. Thunderstorm. Counterattack. If attacked by 3 or more creatures, deal 3 to all attackers. And Raising Dead deals 1 to all. Activates an extra time each use. Okay. That was a lot of words. Too bad I ain't reading them. No, sorry, Mr. Duke Nukem. I see. I guess that means I'm grafting... Is there any point in hitting him? I don't know. I'm grafting Bear Trap. Because what we want to do... Mother... I see. What's the word on this? What's the text? Deal 1 to me. Great. Rude. Dome him. Do it. Oh, 2 ashes. Hiya, bird. It's freaking rude. Do I want to keep taking... I don't really want to keep taking damage from the bird. I guess this is why we have Filling Feast. There are some bosses that are just like this, and there's really nothing you can do about it. I suppose bear trapping wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Oh, but I don't have grafts. Man, this is painful. Baphomet would absolutely slap this guy, and percentage-based damage would as well. I think I'm just taking 2 team. Okay, killed 2 birds. We're happy. So now, I need to set up for the next bird that comes in to attack here. So we have the bird, we have the ladybug, and we have the koi. Okay. This is the perfect time for the feast, by the way. Okay. We'll swing. Thunderstorm kills the bird dies, Protector Flock is destroyed. I wonder how this is going to work. We should be dead next turn. That's what we're getting down. Alright, for science, does this still do 30 damage? No, because these were destroyed. And they were what was infested. But it doesn't matter because we had lethal on board. Okay, wow. That was something. Alright, we're rolling for... Hello. So, this is a really funny end card. Your next spell this turn costs 7 mana. It casts again for each extra mana spent this way, minimum 1 extra cast. So if we play this on turn... this has to be played on turn 10. If we play this on turn 10, we could graft 5 times, and we could blow up with the magma spell 3 times. We could also get another graft, which is a great card, but I think I'm going to roll, because I have a win con, and I'd like to just lean into it. There's Ignite on the Wildfire Drink. There was a card that they wanted to just... There it is. I think I don't have enough synergy for this. So the Afflicted Nomad, I saw this in the previous one, and this alone is what sparked my idea for this run, which of course hasn't gone great, but it is what it is. Play, grant me +1/+1 for each infested or ignited enemy ability. When you infest or ignite an enemy ability, I deal damage equal to my attack. This sounds insane, and is going over 2 ashes because that card terrifies me to my very bones. I don't remember what False Prophet does. Should I find out? An old man is in a gilded robe approaches you. Give these people something to believe in, and I will uplift your soul so heavy with horrors. The man says. He is holding a small bullet knife. The blood in those veins is all I need for a quick miracle. He smiles, so we can lift 3 burden by losing 6 life. Man, that's tempting. Now, of course, 6 life is a tremendous amount to lose, especially because I only have 1 healing card, and I have no other form of temporary life for healing. But this would bring me down to light burden. Interesting. Is it worth it? No. Okay, welcome to the King of Beggars. This is a bit of a troublesome fight. I had to reload, unfortunately, because I ran out of minions. So the King of Beggars is another gimmick fight. And his gimmick is all about this hard up and down and out passives that he has. Hard up counterattack, deal 5 to the first back row target, then lose 1 coin from the Beggar's Bowl. can hit directly. This ability also triggers like normal during the beast's turn. What does that mean? If someone swings at him, he will not counterattack the person that swung, but rather the minion, the leftmost minion in the back lane. If there is not one here, if all your minions attack, this will go straight to your face. Pain. The Beggar's Bowl has a number here that is degenerating every time the attack goes off, including when it counterattacks. And when it runs out, the King of Beggars will deal 13 damage. It's a lot of damage. But he will also suffer that damage. So the strategy I was using, strategy I have used to kill him, however many times I've killed him, is to just flood the board with minions and let him break beneath the Endless Tide. Unfortunately, I ran out of minions and I was looking at taking 13 to my face, which is never a desired outcome. So how do we rectify that? Honestly, I don't know. I do have two ideas. And they both involve percentage-based damage, because we do have quite a lot of that. But I'm just going to keep sitting here taking this damage to the face. Wait, do I just graft cannon fodder? Hold on. Maybe that's what I do. Huh. I didn't consider that. So the way that the boss counteracts this is with his charge ability, Passing Stranger. This adds 1 coin to the Beggar's Bowl, and he gains 5 life. So he's healing himself over time, which is unfortunate. I think I do graft swarm them. That'll give me 2 more, which gives me 4 more minions. That's what I do, team. Like I said, if we just have loads and loads of minions, there's really nothing he can do. Of course, it'd be great if we could attack him and wear this out faster, but slow. Slow. Love slow. Now, I had an idea to get a bunch of damage from the infestation here. Playing the Enchanting Egg Carrier, we of course get to choose our lovely infestation. If we choose the percentage damage, it's 12. We infest twice. That's 24 burst damage from Metamorphose. Is it worth doing the Chrysalis Crawlers instead to tank these attacks? I don't think so, because we use Swarm them. I don't think I need those. I'd rather go for the kill. I think. If we could time a few swings when he's out of coins, that'd be great as well, but this is looking really tricky. Ooh, we have the Afflicted Nomad as well. So we can play one of these. And this Boyo. And what we can do is we can play swing with these two. It'll kill this one, and then he'll kill this chick afterwards as well. Controlled culling. Now we just have to remember that once this hits 0, he's heading for 13. So that's a thing. Let's see if we draw. See what we get. Alright. Swarm them. Or, well, or nothing. We'll swing with all these because this is more damage. So I'm not actually sure how the sequence is going to pan out here. I think the way this is going to work, man, this guy's going to blow. The Beggar Bull's going to shoot off, kill this. Then, where's that frontline card when I need it, huh? Then this is going to trigger because this is empty, and this is going to take 13. Yeah. And then he's going to take 13, of course. Okay. We can do quite a bit of damage here. Wait, is this lethal? No. Not quite. 16 to the face. I think I did pick it up, though. I have completed the dub. Oh, that was close. 13 to your face. 13 to my minion. And once again, we are a spell deck. Ah, beautiful. Where's Wildfire? Oh, look, another Baphomet. What the hell is this? Infernal Reincarnation. Deal 2 damage to all creatures. Any that would die this way are instead restored to full health and granted +2 attack. What in tarnation? Interesting. We also have the Tackle Wire. This is a Fabled card. And the Behemoth. We have 2 Fabled cards here. Grant my neighbors +1/+1. Then, if I am your leftmost creature, I flee to the back line. Oh yeah, I felt this would be really strong. This could be pretty cool. The Behemoth, 10 mana, 5/8 charge, lose 2 life. My attack is always increased by twice the amount of life you're missing. I always wondered how... I pondered how this would work at the end of last video. I really want to try this just for the unlock, and it's a legendary spell. But I feel like I'm here for the ignition. A second egg carrot. This actually would be really strong. But these are the... I mean, this is what I wanted. This is it. But unlocks. But card. I actually won with Wave of Lava last time, so I feel like I probably shouldn't take it. Last try for something spicy. We got garbage. I'm going to take this just to see if I get an unlock out of it. Welcome to the altar. Now, ironically, doing the spell thing is the right play against Canests. This is the Empiricist deity, and an absolute cock. And I'm not saying that just because he looks like a chicken. He has the Lawrence Crunch. Your opponent cannot control more than 4 creatures at once. That's what these little void spaces are. They will devour any creature that gets pushed into it. And the Eye for an Eye. When your opponent plays a card that costs 5 or more mana, negate the activation of that card and then destroy this ability. We do have one of those. So we'll have to somehow play around this for the Enchanting Egg Carrier or the Eruptor Shot, whichever we choose to do. Our turn 1 is nothing. You'll love to see it. I should take the Tackle Wire. I have so many regrets about my deck this run. Just all of the regrets. Hyper Starbeam has opened up. Deal 5 with Overkill. So I'm having 2 at my face. Beautiful. Is beautiful the word? This actually should go down to 1, right? Is that how that works? No. So, we have opened up the rest of the deck. We have Melt Mind. Discard the lowest mana cost card from your opponent's hand. No. Elucidate. Summon a Chosen of Canests, which will be deployed on my side of the map. And Infinite Potential. Increase your max life by 7. So, we actually had a really poor draw here with Filling Feast being drawn. Because that's a 0 mana card, it will be discarded. So I'm going to have to play that this turn, no matter what. And we will discard Step Forward, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. At least the Memorial is tanking this full 5 for me. What a G. Oh, it's not. The Chosen of Canests is tanking a bit. My hand is El Garbaggio. Okay. So I think... Yes. We hit for 3. Next turn, we swarm them Vein Drinker. Vein Drinker is actually super bad against Canest. Holy shit. But it's not getting better. Wait a minute. Well, not wait a minute. We're going. I was going to say, maybe we should save this to be grafted, to then be Baphometed. Because Baphomet is my win con, I think, against this trash. There goes the egg care. I remembered about that ability. I forgot. I was 1000% going to infest here. We're taking 4 to the face. Baphomet, oh Baphomet, where are you be? There he be. Perfect. Perfect. Do I graft this? No. Alright. Your ladybug. Kill. Or swing. Baphomet. Swing. He actually tanks the 5. What an absolute Giga Chad. Just kidding, he doesn't take the 5 because this thing tanks it. And my deck is empty. But we're going to graft the Eruptor Shot. I think we did it, team. This was bizarre, strange, peculiar, but victory comes in all shapes and sizes. Where do you least expect it? Incredible. Magnifique. Erupted. We are, after all, Canest, a spell deck. The Acolyte's journey completed. Loane consumed the offerings of flesh. Spell deck, spell deck. At last, his siblings culled from every field and forest. No one was left to challenge the rule of the victorious. Blood for the Blood God. Skulls for the Skull Throne. We would have died without the Filling Feast, by the way, just so everyone is aware of that. That's why I always pick one up. Every time it's offered. What a weird build. Look at it unlocks. Look at them. They're beautiful. Let's get started then. So we have the Vein Juicer. Oh, we're juicing. 4 mana, 1/3. Whenever you summon a creature, give your creature's attack equal to my attack until end of turn. Sounds great if you can raise his attack somehow. That's not very common, but maybe there is some more fabled synergies. The Splice. Discard a card. 5 mana spell. Discard a card. Create 5 base copies of that card in your hand if possible. That is absolutely insane. I like that one. Trample them. 7 mana spell. Transform each creature into a 6/6. Oh, that's dirty. That is absolute filth. The Precise Shot. 4 mana spell. If the monster has exactly 13 life, defeat it. Otherwise, deal 3 damage. Wow. The Reclusive Ladybug, a 1 mana 1/3. Negate the first instance of damage I would take. Oh, that's very useful for tanking. This thing would be absolutely baller against the King of Beggars. Nice. The Infected Nomad, 1 mana 8/8. Uh-oh. Dominate 5. By the way, max board size is 6. Reduce my dominate cost for each creature that was summoned this turn. Charge. What? Holy shit. That's so good. Man, the Ravagers are feasting with the Fabled cards. Baphomet the Strong. I don't know, he's pretty strong in this playthrough team. 5 mana, 4/3, dominate 2, grant me the stats of the creatures I dominated. I cannot be sacrificed to dominate costs. Oh, that is so good. Wow. So this is worth noting. In the previous video, I had a relic called the Earth Carver's Medallion? Talisman? And basically it generated a card, a 2-mana spell every turn that would give +2 HP to somebody, but they could not attack. So you could consume people who had been given this bonus HP, and now Baphomet has that HP, but he can attack. Interesting. I like this card a lot. The Fiery Trap, 3-mana spell, sap an enemy ability and ignite it with wildfire. Interesting. So sap disables an ability for 1 turn, so this will not reset it like the stun from the Bear Trap, which is 1 mana more. It just stops it for that turn. Which oftentimes, team, that's enough. And Wildfire is just some free damage. Interesting. We have Step Back, a 2-mana spell. Return a target creature to your hand. Reduced its cost by 3, but not less than 0. This is Shadow Step. And it's probably as disgusting as it is in Hearthstone. I mean, it's not, it's not a 0-mana card, but my goodness gracious. So, for example, with the Infestation decks, this is a Ravager card, so... But if you do combo with the Infestation... I mean, there's the Wildfire Drake that we saw once that ignites when you summon it. So you summon the Drake, it ignites something. If it's going to die, you can Shadow Step it. It'll cost 2 mana? It's a 6-mana card, right? And then it can ignite again. And, if you're comboing with the Earth Carver character... not Earth Carver. Egg Carver that we had earlier. Egg Carer. She's not carving into them. She's caring for them. Then that's 4 infests. Drop her turn 6. She's a 5/5, 2 infests. Swing. I'm assuming she survived 1 turn. Swing. Next turn, you'll have 7 mana. Bring her back. She'll cost 3. You could drop her again for 2 more infests. And you can also use this to avoid the board wipes. Oh, this is so good, man. I'm a huge fan of this game's Fabled cards. They're actually very niche, but very powerful. Like, they didn't go straight for, like, power creeping the units. They made them very different from what they are. I'm so far a really, really big fan of them. But I hope that you enjoyed. I hope the Ender Lilies music wasn't too disorienting, and I also hope it doesn't get me in trouble. But hey, if this video never shows up or disappears from the void, you know what happened. Hopefully they'll fix the music sooner or later. I have no idea where to report this bug, so we're just gonna keep doing this, I guess. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to stay up to the channel, feel free to join the Discord description down below. I'll leave a link to the Ender Lilies music as well. It's a great game if you've never heard of it. I did a full playthrough on the channel. And I will see you next time. Bye.